So we just kind of looked at it as try to get, stick to our game and get momentum going into the week too.
It was tough for Jake, but I think Sam gave you the chance to maybe come back as you just did.
Yeah, he definitely played really, really well.
Thank you, Terry.
They kept their momentum going there.
Is it more disappointing that the fact is in front of your fans?
Yeah, for sure. Always, like at home, you always want to put on a good show, especially at the Bell Center, because of the support that the fans give us, right? You see how quiet it is in there, and it's kind of sad, but I don't blame them. And then, they're right back in it, and we score a couple goals, and it just shows the passion that they have, and they want to succeed as much as we want to succeed, right?
Thank you.
What was the mindset of being first and second? How did you describe it?
Comment tu analyses le fait de rentrer dans un match comme ça qui est très ouvert et où les bons joueurs de l'autre équipe sont ici vraiment en grande forme?
Ouais, c'est sûr que c'est jamais facile de rentrer dans un match à froid, mais au moins, je pense que j'ai le seul lancé que j'ai eu en première, c'est à la toute fin, là, au buzzer. Donc, j'ai eu le temps de venir ici entre la 1 et la 2, vraiment prendre le temps de refocus, puis de commencer la deuxième comme si c'était un début de match. Ouais, comme j'ai dit, il y a vraiment d'explications. C'est vraiment 100% de notre faute. Comme j'ai dit, on a fait des erreurs défensivement, l'intensité n'était pas là, puis vraiment notre exécution non plus. Puis c'était vraiment Tampa Bay la meilleure équipe en première période. On a réussi à revenir puis jouer une meilleure deuxième moitié match, mais quand tu pars à 4-0, là, c'est vraiment dur.
J'imagine, avec le power attack.
Ouais, puis aussi, il va falloir faire encore attention à notre discipline.
The guys in the room here felt like everybody was ready, and I think it just happened, and it just got away from us a little bit. And we always say, like, bend, don't break, and I think we broke there for the first period, and then we kind of found our legs and found our game. But like I was saying, it's tough to go down 4 to those guys at the start.
Is there really a different game plan when you face an opponent that's played the night before? Because we make a big fuss of 2 games in 2 nights. Is there really a thing in the preparation?
I mean, we're all pros here. Like, even for us going into back-to-backs, like, sometimes you feel better in the second game. Like, I think everyone's coming out to play hard, so we're looking at them as former Stanley Cup champs. Like, they're obviously not last year, but like whatever in the past, like they're a good hockey team, and you just look at them and you're scouting that, and you're not scouting the fact that they played yesterday. The league doesn't care that happened. You got to show up.
Obviously, it's starting to become a little bit of not a habit, I would say, but a lot of the games at the Bell Center, you guys have to play catch-up hockey, and did pretty well, and some of the games came back and won them, but it gets complicated, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, you never want to be playing catch-up. I mean, if you can come out to a hot start like them, like, look, after that we outscored them, right? So it's like they have that 4-goal cushion. It's tough to catch up on that many goals, right? So I think for us, it'd be nice to kind of start games like that, but I think it's something that no one's trying for that to happen. It's just the way it's going right now, and I think try to do better in the future.
The penalty that was taken, obviously, you guys scored 2 quick goals, and you seem to be building some momentum. There's still time on the clock, but that's got to be a killer also.
I mean, it's just it's kind of a crappy bounce there. You got to make that play like that every day. You wrap the guy up. I mean, that's how you forecheck. You kind of get your stick around him and pin him into the corner, and it's just unfortunate that it played out like that, but just the way it is.
Like how much?
pas un joueur qui s'est caché après la première. Parce que c'est facile quand ça va bien, quand ça va pas bien, de se cacher. Puis dans la vie, tu te fais juger quand ça va pas bien, pas quand ça va bien. Fait que j'ai aimé que j'ai pas un joueur qui s'est caché, qui a essayé de faire partie des réponses. Puis, on s'est battu pareil jusqu'à la fin. C'est plate les punitions à la fin, là, mais on avait du bon momentum. Mais on s'était creusé un trou ben trop. Là. Mais je trouve qu'on s'est retrouvés un petit peu comme équipe, côté confiance, durant la deuxième moitié de ce match-là. Puis j'espère que ça va continuer pour le prochain match.
Pour enchérir là-dessus, justement, à quel point Sam vous a donné ce que vous aviez de besoin?
Ah, Sam, ça n'a pas été une période facile pour tout le monde en première, là, puis c'était pas nécessairement la faute à Jake, mais Sam est rentré dans le net, puis écoute, il a fait la job. Là.
Est-ce que ça vous force à repenser un peu l'utilisation de vos gardiens le reste de la semaine à cause de ça ou pas nécessairement?
C'est quelque chose qu'on va voir demain.
Tu as parlé, Martin, un petit peu des punitions à la fin. Vous étiez en train de revenir un peu, puis là, il y a eu Jacka, il y a eu Evans aussi. C'est juste l'indiscipline pour toi, comment tu
Moi, j'ai pas aimé la punition à Jacka.
En quoi?
Ben, c'est parce on a le momentum, on vient de scorer on perd par 4, mais là, tu en scores 2 rapidement de même. C'est une game de 2 buts, puis tu sais pas, t'en scores un autre, tu sais pas, mais on se donne pas la chance à prendre des punitions comme ça.
En fait, tu parles d'une équipe fragile. Quand offensivement, des gars qui sont plus fragiles au niveau de la confiance, on peut le voir plus facilement, mais en défense, comment ça se traduit une équipe qui est fragile au niveau de la confiance défensive?
Ben, c'est de manquer pas de détails, mais c'est de manquer ben, exactement. Comment tu dis ça? Ouais, c'est manquer d'assignation. Des fois, on dirait comme on essaie si on se fait scorer de bonne heure, on essaie de revenir là, sur un jeu. Là. C'est ce jeu-là qui va nous faire revenir. Au lieu de rester patient, puis de ne pas faire... de pas augmenter notre risque juste à cause parce qu'on perd. Là. C'est correct, on a beaucoup de temps. Fait qu'on... Puis ça, c'est un peu notre jeunesse, des fois. Mais c'est d'être patient. Quand on est fragile, mais je trouve qu'on n'est pas patient. Je trouve qu'on fait des choses qu'on fait pas. Quand on joue notre meilleur hockey, on est patient. Puis on sait c'est pas un jeu qui va faire gagner la game. C'est toute la game, comment qu'on gère le match, ligne après ligne, les décisions que tu prends sur la glace. Faut tout le temps que tu gères le risque. C'est quoi qu'on gagne si tu fais cette action-là? C'est quoi qu'on a de l'autre côté versus c'est quoi qu'on va donner? Fait que c'est un équilibre.
Why do you think your players are having a hard time managing that risk?
I don't know. It's a good question. I don't know, Eric, to be honest, and we're going to dive into that.
What was your biggest point of emphasis before this game started to your team?
Whatever you do on the ice, the actions you take, have a taking care of the team mentality. Not necessarily what you want to do at that time. What does the team need you to do at that time? I think I thought we were pretty good at that. And then to me, that's slipped away last few games. It's made us a fragile team right now. And we're going to, but again, I feel we found ourselves in the second half of that game, and I'm hoping that carries into the next one.
Marty, I know at the start of the season, you were very complimentary of the way Montreal had been playing 5-on-5. In particular, in that facet of the game, how would you evaluate how Montreal had played in the last 4 games?
Yeah, not good enough.
What's changed from the start of the year to now in regard to that?
I mean, I think our consistency, you know, we have too many pockets of, you know, where we let our foot off the gas, we miss an assignment, we don't manage the risk. It's a combination of many things. Teams go through that, you know, and you just got to tighten it up.
I don't know if there's any documented proof of this, but I've noticed that a lot of teams seem to struggle after a long road trip. Why do you think that is? And this is also the third game in a row that you've allowed the first goal. Can you explain the slow starts at all?
Just our slow start is not managing the risk in a lot of them. And being impatient a little bit. In terms of the long road trip, I don't know, sometimes you come back from, you know, the time change, just the travel, the schedule, but that's for every team, so I don't really buy into that. To me, it's a mindset, and you can't let that creep into your mind that this game's going to be harder because it's our first game. You know, I can say for older guys with kids, you know, that's a different story. Coming home, been through that. Haven't seen your kid in a long time. Your wife, girlfriend probably wants you to contribute from your missing time. So that you know, I lived it. It's part of it, and you know, but you know, I don't think it's something that we overthink. We just trying to put our best foot forward and come ready to work. And you're not always going to feel 100%. You're not going to always feel the best, but it's how can you contribute that night to the cause of you know, trying to win a game.
Marty, the two teams are in different stages, obviously, but what can your players learn the most from watching how the Lightning play the game?
I mean, they're a very balanced, well-balanced team on the ice. They let the puck do the work. The puck there's a lot of purpose. You know, they finish their routes. They know where everyone is. They always play. It seems like they all think as one, and that takes time to develop. And that's what we're after.
Mike Matheson, au volume cette année, on s'entend que tu as donné beaucoup plus de bon hockey que de performances ordinaires. Tu as parlé de confiance fragilisée. Sens-tu que c'est son cas, surtout défensivement, dernièrement?
Oui, c'est sûr, comme Mike serait le premier à le dire, il ne joue pas à ses standards présentement, mais c'est pas... chaque joueur qui joue du temps de glace comme lui passe à travers de ça d'une saison. Puis on sait c'est quoi, qu'est-ce qu'il est capable de donner à l'équipe. Puis lui, personnellement, je sais qu'il essaie de chercher ça puis de lui donner du meilleur rendement présentement, mais on va continuer à essayer de l'aider parce qu'on a besoin de joueurs qu'on sait qu'il est capable d'être. Mais on le sait que c'est difficile de faire ça 82 matchs. Fait que c'est de se focusser sur sa prochaine game, son prochain chiffre, sa prochaine période. OK, merci.